Press your foot down on your bathroom tile floor. If it flexes, even slightly, your tile system is already under stress. The grout may still look perfect, the tile may appear solid, but beneath the surface, microscopic movement is slowly weakening the bond between the tile, mortar, and subfloor. Tile is rigid, wood framing is not. And that difference is exactly why so many Florida bathroom floors fail years before homeowners expect them to. Florida Building Code Section R503 governs floor sheathing, the structural panel layer installed over floor joists. In most Florida wood-framed homes with joists spaced 16 inches on center, the minimum subfloor thickness allowed by code is 19/32 inch plywood, or OSB, roughly 5/8 inch. But here's the critical detail most homeowners and many contractors miss. That thickness is the minimum for a structural floor, not the minimum for a tile floor. Tile installations follow a completely different standard. The Tile Council of North America, the TCNA Handbook, requires tile floors to meet strict deflection limits. For standard tile, the floor system cannot deflect more than L over 360 under load. For large format tile, now common in Florida bathrooms, the requirement becomes even stricter, L over 720. In simple terms, large format tile requires a much stiffer floor. The problem is that many remodels install modern, oversized tile directly over older subfloors designed only to meet the original structural code minimum. The floor may technically pass structural inspection, but still flex enough to slowly destroy the tile assembly above it. And Florida's climate accelerates the problem. Wood subfloors constantly absorb and release moisture as humidity changes. Bathrooms are one of the worst environments for this movement because they cycle between steam, moisture, and air conditioning every single day. A plywood subfloor can expand and contract noticeably across its width during normal Florida humidity swings. That movement transfers directly into the tile system above it. Over time, the grout begins to crack. Tiles loosen. Water penetrates the assembly. Damage spreads below the surface long before visible failure appears. Most tile failures don't happen suddenly. They happen slowly. Through repeated movement, the system was never designed to absorb. That's why professional tile assemblies in wet areas often use a decoupling membrane between the wood subfloor and the tile layer. The membrane acts as a separation layer that allows the wood structure beneath to move independently from the rigid tile surface above. The Tile Council's method F125 specifically recognizes uncoupling membrane systems for tile over wood subfloors in wet areas. And this is where many installations fail. The contractor reads Section R503, sees the floor is structurally compliant, and stops there. But structural compliance alone does not guarantee tile performance. A bathroom floor can meet minimum framing code and still crack tile within a few years because the tile assembly itself was never engineered for Florida humidity, movement, and modern large format materials. The real question is not whether your subfloor moves. It does. Every wood-framed floor moves. The question is whether your tile system was designed to accommodate that movement or fight against it, because rigid materials always lose that fight eventually. If this helped you understand why bathroom tile floors fail, share it with your contractor, builder, or anyone remodeling a bathroom in Florida. Subscribe for more Florida code breakdowns explained in plain language.